Hi there, and welcome back to our series on holy troublemakers and unconventional saints. My name is Nan. I'm the director here at Safe Haven, and I'm so glad that I can share this time with you. We're a little late this afternoon because we've been at church setting up for our vendor and craft show, which is tomorrow. It's from 9 until 2, and there's going to be a lot of interesting things and some fun things. So there's something for just about everybody in the family. I hope you can stop by and let me know how you like this series. Okay? So today we are hearing about Cindy Wang Brandt. And here's the artist's rendition of Cindy. Isn't she beautiful? So let's hear what it has to say about Cindy Wang Brandt. It's a bright and sunny day in Taiwan. A perfect day for a parade. There are rainbow flags on the floats, lampposts, street signs, and buildings. People even wear rainbow outfits, and nearly everyone waves a rainbow flag. The many colors of the rainbow symbolize all the different types of people in the world, especially those who are LGBTQ. Pride parades, which is what these are called, like this one, happen every year in almost every major city in the world. They are joy-filled events where people who have often been mistreated because they're LGBTQ can celebrate who they are with a supportive, celebratory crowd. Cindy Wang Brandt, her mother, and her brother attend the parade together. They know the world is a much better place when a wide range of voices and perceptions are acknowledged and heard. Cindy and her mom especially want to show their love and support for Cindy's brother, who is transgender. The laughter, smiles, and good cheer of the crowd are contagious. Cindy loves people, and being around so many people who are having such a good time fills her heart with joy. She knows life hasn't always been easy for her brother, and she loves being here on a day like this with a crowd of people who show her brother and other LGBTQ persons love and support. Hey, Cindy, a friend calls out, you need this. The friend hands Cindy a rainbow ribbon, and Cindy ties it in her hair. She and her brothers take a selfie with the bustling parade in the background. Later, Cindy decides to share that picture online. She pauses for a few minutes before she posts it because she knows that some people in her life will not approve of her even being present at a pride parade. But then she thinks about her brother and how much she loves him, and she posts it. A few days later, Cindy gets a message from her boss. Now, Cindy works at a conservative Christian school that does not embrace LGBTQ people or their equal rights. The principal has called her to his office, and Cindy feels like a child who is in trouble as she walks down the hall. The door clicks shut behind her with an ominous sound. Not only is the principal there, but her principal's boss, too. Cindy gulps, suspecting this conversation is not going to be easy. Are you aware that your support of the Pride Parade violates the school's policy? Principal asked Cindy. I believe I am allowed to have a personal belief as a private person that does not entirely agree with all the school's policies. Cindy says, trying to sound calm. Conversation goes back and forth, and eventually Cindy is told that she must stop saying and posting anything that shows her support of LGBTQ people, especially marriage equality. Cindy knows she can choose either to keep her job or to be honest about her convictions. And Cindy has seen too much harm done to LGBTQ people, like her brother, from attitudes and policies like the one her school holds. And so she quits her job. Disagreeing with a conservative Christian school's policy wasn't the beginning of Cindy's challenges with faith. She had become a Christian at this very school when she was an elementary school student. Growing up in Taiwan, most of the people in her country were Buddhist. Her own parents didn't raise her brother or Cindy in any particular faith tradition. But Cindy had always been a high achiever and soon saw that in her school's eyes, the best students were Christian. She also came to believe in God and believed in the Bible, and was baptized into the Christian faith. At the time, she didn't know that the school held a very conservative understanding of Christianity. Cindy went on to attend a conservative Christian college and was trained as a missionary. She and her new husband went to China as missionaries, hoping to spread their faith. Soon, Cindy became a mother to a daughter and son. Becoming a parent made Cindy question some things she had been taught in the church, such as the belief that children were born sinful and need become Christian in order to be saved. Her church expected her to be quite strict with her children because their eternal salvation was at risk. She started to feel that children were actually still full of God's original blessing. Now, in the Methodist Church, we call that prevenient grace. I think I pronounced that right. Of course, we all can forget that we are created in the image of the divine, and life can be so busy and stressful at times that we act selfishly. But she just couldn't see a baby or a child as being full of sin. Rather than punishing her children when they made bad choices, she talked to them to help them remember they're created in the image of Godness. They were their own people, worthy of respect just as they were. And if they didn't choose to be Christian when they got older, that was okay with her. She respected their choices. Cindy started to write a blog, sharing some of her thoughts about raising children. Her questions and honesty surprised many of her friends in the church. But Cindy kept writing. Every time she published a new essay, she felt just a little bit freer inside. Now, after she quit her job, she spent her extra time writing. She began to invite other parents like herself, those who were putting distance between themselves and the conservative Christianity, and who wanted to raise their children without fear-based parenting techniques. She invited them to join her. She made sure all of them were 100% supportive of LGBTQ people. In fact, many who joined her group were LGBTQ themselves or had gay or transgender children. Soon, Cindy had thousands and thousands of people from all over the world on her online community. She started a podcast, became a public speaker, and then wrote a book about her beliefs. The more she spoke her truth, the more she felt free. The more other parents like Cindy heard her words, the more they realized that they were not alone. They were more free too. That's how freedom for one person brings about freedom for others. Rules matter less to me than human lives, Cindy says. Wow. Maybe some of you should look her up and see what her book is. Maybe look at her podcasts. She is a current figure, so it's somebody that we can look up. Anyway, that's our holy troublemaker for tonight. I hope you guys have a great evening and that we get to see some of you tomorrow. And if not, have a great day anyway, and we will see you bright and early on Monday. Bye and have a great weekend.